Hello guys, welcome back to your favorite number one YouTube channel, LEXX Media. So guys, the Bbnaija reunion D5 has already been aired, and for those of you who didn't watch it last night, here's the highlights of what went down in the Bbnaija reunion Day 5. The fifth night on the Bbnaija 2020 reunion show was a bomb that Ella could not withstand but had to walk out of the show in tears. You would have thought the introduction of today's episode of the show by Ebuka would have been enough to prepare the minds of viewers, but what to expect? But it was definitely more than expectations. Yesterday's show started exactly at 10 p.m. on the dot. The housemates, as usual, were looking glamorous and resplendent in their beautiful attires. The more housemates present in the show were Mercy, Venita, Jeff, Ella, Diane, Kim Oprah, Joe, and Ike. Jeff and Ike were later replaced by Jackie and Sadie. The drama that unfolded yesterday was hinged on betrayal, disloyalty, and pretense that were exhibited by the housemates in the past concluded Pepperdam edition. Ebuka, the show's host, started by telling the housemates that they were all betrayers, which made the housemates to guffaw heartily. Kim jokingly asked for some clips about betrayal in the house to be previewed. Ebuka started by playing a clip of Mercy ranting about what Kathy told her Venita said. According to Kathy, Venita said that Mercy for it felt awkwardly. Venita was her good friend, and she, Mercy, can never put her friends up. They are, however, now cool and now getting along with each other well. Venita, however, pointed out that Ike had told Mercy that she fancied him. Mercy wasn't happy because she wasn't going to share Ike with anybody. When Ike failed to use his veto power to save Venita, but rather save Amashola for preferring his coin, she, Venita, was unhappy. Mercy later had put up for eviction because of Ike. Mercy confirmed she put her up for eviction to protect Ike. "You want me and my man," Mercy to Ella. Ella, when asked whom she felt betrayed her the most in the house, she mentioned Mercy Ike. She didn't believe Mercy Lambo could join others to nominate and put her up for eviction. Mercy interjected. She explained that she did what she did because Ella wanted to be her friend and also a friend to Ike. She believed Ella seriously wanted something deep with Ike, while it was obvious it's her that Ike wants. Mercy maintained that Ella wanted to eat her cake and have it, so she had to stop her. Ella admitted loving Ike as he was all over the place, but she also connected genuinely with Mercy Lambo. The duo of Mercy Lambo and Kathy are the two persons she connected with in the house before she was evicted. Ella said she didn't fully understood Ike at first, but had to recoil into her shell when she discovered that both Mercy Lambo and Ike were an item. Mercy Lambo cut her short, insisting that Ella wanted to have her, Mercy, as a girl and also Ike as her man simultaneously, but she wouldn't let that happen. There was a little bickering before Ebuka called them to order. Ebuka, sensing hurt in Ella's voice, had to ask Ike to defend himself. All this while, he has been nodding and tittering like an agama lizard, feeling fly because he was the center of discussion. Ike said he was used to ladies fighting over him. This relaxed the already tense house as everybody laughed out. Ike explained that he had been on Mercy's case even before they came into the house. They had met at the auditions. However, Mercy told him to experiment and have fun since she was hesitant about the whole relationship initially. He had to check out Ella because she's amazing entertaining and a beautiful vocalist too. To Mercy, she was his everything, and to Ella, he was just leading her on, playing games with her feelings. Ella wouldn't have any of this as she blurted out, "You are stupid. You are very stupid." Ebuka felt that Ike's role was mischievous and would definitely hurt Ella. Ike added that Ella wasn't predictable as her emotions were switching up and down. Ella was mad at Ike and told him he didn't care. There was an interlude after which the show was joined by two extra housemates, Jackie and Sadie. Jackie mentioned that Kafi personally to her was the biggest pretender while they were both in the house. We recall that both Jackie and Kafi had gossiped that Mercy had some butt lift before coming for the show. Jackie apologized over that, insisting that she saw nothing wrong with Mercy's body enhancement but was only led astray by Kafi. Kim Oprah told her she didn't do well as she enabled the gossip since both of them actually discussed Mercy at her back despite being Mercy's pal. Ella sold stories, pulled publicly, stunned after we left the house. Venita was blunt and rude when Ebuka asked her about how close she was to Ella. Venita said Ella was deceitful and untruthful when they left the house, especially with her mom's emergency. Venita on a ranting spree about how Ella made them look invisible and wicked over her condition. At first, they had expected her to open up to them as a group since all the housemates were in a WhatsApp group created by Joe. However, Ella disdained them and took her emergency to the public, who believed that her people, which is the Bbnaija housemates, couldn't assist her. According to her, Ella pulled a publicity stunt which damaged the reputation of the housemates. In fact, all the housemates were angry with Ella for deciding to overlook them and going out to the public to solicit for funds while they could have been of help first. The most infuriating aspect of it was that Ella, after getting the funds she needed, switched off on them. Venita and other housemates were vilified. Venita, who kept on asking God to forgive her if she had misconstructed Ella, said that Ella had probably lied with her mom's malady. She said so because Ella had to release a single the next day at the beach with her face fully baked with makeup. Venita, like if her mom were to be in such a critical condition, she wouldn't have dashed to the beach to sing. The housemates, despite Ella's mistake, had contributed much to the mom's surgery and was expecting a feedback from Ella. Even when Kim had asked for the hospital location, Ella couldn't say anything. She practically switched off on them. This made the housemates conclude Ella must have scammed everyone with the spurious story of her mother's ill health. Venita ended her diatribe that Ella was deceitful and had 5 personalities. She was thus fed up with her inconsistency. The house was heated up after Venita's outburst. Ebuka was already feeling sorry for Ella because her face was red with anger. Family issues to him were personal, but he had hit on Ella's issues because she took it to the public first. Since it's a public affair, it's actually necessary for Ella to speak up and tell well-meaning Nigerians who contributed to her mother's well-being and how everything was planned out. Ella, in her defense, said she would never put out her mother's pictures to the public. She would never. She felt it was stupid if anybody had expected her to put out her mom's sick pictures out there. To think that her mom and family were mad at her initially for dragging the matter outside. Ebuka said that she switched off when she got what she wanted. Ella said no, that she was making out time to be with her mom. She literally heard her mom scream in the theater because her high blood pressure wasn't normal. Diane interjected, telling her that they were all concerned about they wanted to be more supportive. At least her family would know she had people around her. Ebuka still maintained that Ella was blowing things out of proportion. She should at least appreciate the fact that her colleagues came through for her. Mercy wasn't happy with Ella's unruly attitude. Ella even had to go beg her friend for financial assistance too, even when they had helped her. Mercy wasn't happy about that because it looked like they were gesturing Ella. The truth of the matter was that Ella isn't truthful with all that transpired with them. She was only interested in having her singles released, and that's all. Because of her inconsistency, Mercy had to ask her whether she do drugs. She said she doesn't do drugs. Commenting on the issue, Sadisti maintained the fact they were mad of the fact that Ella didn't tell them of her predicament before taking the matter to the public. Even when Kim asked for the hospital's name and location, Ella was silent. She went off the radar. Kim, on the other hand, was not happy too. Considering the nature of Ella's mom's sickness, which was hereditary, she was equally concerned for Ella and her family. They were doing everything possible to make sure they assessed her, but Ella closed down on them. Ella still insisted that her mom was angry and disappointed that her pictures were going viral on blogs. Her mom wanted everything to be private. However, so long as her mom is currently fine, she doesn't give a damn. Joe was like they wouldn't want to go and visit Ella's mom at the hospital. They could have sent some delegates to go visit and reach out. Ella by now had already walked away blubbering. She later walked in. Her face reddened with rage. The housemaid did calm her down. Ebuka had to bring the show to an abrupt end. So guys, here are my general observation. Ella was really cleared by her colleagues because of her questionable character. 1. So, how do you solicit for funds from public and shut down afterwards without being grateful? It's preposterous. Her accent was annoying. She should be her true self than faking it. Venita was a real pepper yesterday. Damn, it was hot. Yesterday's show was really hot and intriguing. Today promises much more. So guys, anticipate and watch out for this space on my YouTube channel by subscribing to LEXX Media. That's if you're a new viewer. And also hit on the bell icon to get new notifications on when a new story drops. Thank you.